In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Canva AI. Canva AI can be used to do quite a lot of things directly within the Canva platform. But then it's important to check out the pricing so that you can see the limits of what you can do with the Canva. You can do that by going to canva.com/pricing. I'm sure you should be able to see a little bit about the pricing down here. All right, so you can see what it means, and then you can go to educational. When everything is free, you can just need to use your educational email and you have access to all of it. Now let's go back. So to access Canva AI, all you need is to come to the left over here. You can see Canva AI. Alternatively, you can come to the top here and be able to see it up here. Now you have the option to design from scratch. You can create images with just prompt. You can create document, create codes or games or apps. You can even create video clips. So we're going to look at the basics of what you can use with this to do. And then up here, you can even type and send a message, send in your prompt directly using this microphone feature. And then you can upload different kind of documents, for example, PDF, and you can have it summarized and do many other things directly for you. Now over here, you can see recent chats that you had with the AI. And then down here, you can see other suggestions as regards what you can do in terms of writing, coding, designing, and so much more that you can design. You can use this, can give you an inspiration into what you can use this for. So let's start with something very simple. Can you design a simple logo, an agricultural farm that deals with grapes or leaf? Okay, olive grapes, and then you can just go ahead, give an enter to this, and let's give you some seconds and see what this is going to come up with. All right, so you can see the logos have been created over here, and you can see so many of them. And one thing I like about this is the fact that it incorporates the grapes in each of the logos. Okay, so you can click on any of them. For example, I kind of like this one, and you have the option to use this in Canva, and then you can further refine it and adjust the content, maybe the elements, the text, the flowers, as well as some of the coloration and so on. You can change quite a lot of things when you use this on Canva. So that's the first use case. Another use case is I want to create a presentation from this. So let's say, can you a presentation about the future of AI in our university system in Nigeria. So we can just go ahead and hit on this, and let's just give it some seconds to see how this is going to go about. To answer Shuafen, to make a presentation fit your needs, could you please tell me a bit more about who's your audience, students, faculty, university leaders, or someone else? How many slides? So all you need is to come over here. In terms of elegance, we go with something like a minimalist. Okay, minimalist is fine. Educational, we can say casual or professional or educational. So let's keep it at educational. And then in terms of the number of pages, I think balanced is okay, 5 to 15 pages. So we can go ahead and submit this. And now it is creating a synopsis of our entire presentation. For example, starting with introduction. These are the contents that is going to give in the introduction field. It has opportunities and future applications. You can see the areas. It has challenges and considerations. Look at the areas that it's going to cover. And then we have conclusion and call to action. Okay, these are areas that it's going to cover, up to 2 pages of slides. All right, so in each case you have the option to edit the content. You can edit the section and add in whatever you need to add. Maybe from here you can just go ahead and give the directive to add 1 or 2 things. Now if this is okay, the synopsis is okay for you, you can just go ahead and come down here. You can even add a specific section if you want to add a particular section to this. So let's say I'm okay with this, and I'm going to go ahead and say generate this. And take a look wonderfully at what it has created. As you hover over all of them, you'll be able to see in terms of imagery and the content what it has generated. This is very, very nice, and you can check out this one as well. You can bring it closer. Let's take a look at the introduction, the main current state of AI, and so on. I like the first time because of the visuals. Okay, so take a look at this one. So you have the option to check around. So you just have a brief look at everything and see which one do you think is going to be the best for you. So many of them that you can have access. Well, let's say we like the first option and just click on it. Now you have the option to review this and even possibly start looking at how you can edit this to your liking. Okay, so you have the option to use this color at the top. So you click and you have these color palettes that you can quickly adjust any section of the slides to overall look of the slides to something much better depending on your choice. I think I kind of like this one, so let's go with something like this. And then if you like, you can go ahead and use this on the Canva editor, and you can have this as a standalone feature or standalone presentation that you can continue to edit on the Canva platform, and then later on you can go ahead and export it directly. So you can see we have the option to kind of use this and edit. You can select any of the elements and you have all of this bunch of editing features. You can go ahead and edit even the images. You can select and replace them from these uploads over here, and you can upload things, and you can even design things. Check out designs and folders and videos and images. If you like, you can go ahead and upload the files directly, or you can generate them using the AI as well and then import them. So at the end, you can come over and you can go ahead and share whatever you have as in PPT into PPTX, so you can open it in other platforms. And this is another usage. The next one is we're going to consider the use of coding to generate maybe a shopping and interactive shopping app that you can use for your own content. So let's go back to the Canva AI. So let's say we are still at the Canva AI, and now this time around we're going to coding. So we'll come to code, and then you have the option to type in what you want to type, or you can use the grocery list builder. So let's say to design an interactive shopping list builder for a barbecue chicken that dynamically adjusts ingredient quantities based on the selected portion size, include a total and pricing for all the items in the list. Okay, so let's say we just go ahead and say yes to this. You're free to customize and use anything. You can develop any interactive app that you are interested in. So right now it is going through the coding. It's going to take some few seconds, then it is going to generate and give us the results that we're interested in. All right, and you can see that the barbecue chicken build app is already ready. Depending on how many people you are serving, select servings. If it is 2 people, you can see it adjusts automatically from this. If it is 6 people, you can adjust. You can even change the currency if you're interested by just giving a follow-up prompt from here. And now what this means is you have 10 items to make this barbecue. So you can check out the chicken thighs, check the barbecue sauce, brown sugar, paprika, and so on, garlic, and whichever one you take, you make sure you buy it from the market. For example, you go to the market, and whenever you buy an item, you can check it off, and you can see it over here. Apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and salt and pepper. We have fresh rosemary. You can see all of them. And down here I made in such a way that you should be able to see your total of what you have spent, and then it added the estimated pricing. So the only thing is I don't see it calculate the total, so we can ask a follow-up question as well. Okay, can we regenerate? For example, if you need to follow up and change the tax to 5%, you can do this. So let's say we enter this, and this is going to refresh and update the application so that we can be able to have those selected items to add up, and we can be able to see the total of what you have submitted, just as an example. And you can see right now it has adjusted. You can see the total. If you make any click, you should be able to see the total. All right, so that's the total over there, and it has adjusted this to 5%, and you can see the subtotal in terms of everything here, and then you can see its total down here based on previous selection. So you can copy this list to clipboard. If you like, you can use this in design to customize, and you can publish it directly if you're interested. So this is another usage to create an interactive app that you can always use for your content. Another way is you can use it to create images. Let's close on this. You have the option to create images with it, so you can just click on this and give it a prompt. Okay, can you generate the image of a cat in a classroom teaching English to primary school students? So over here you have the option to check the style and select the one that you are interested in. So let's say we'll go with something like this. Feel free to select the aspect ratio. I want to go with something like vertical 9:16, and then we can go ahead and say generate. You look at it while you wait for this. Let me show you what I've created recently. This dog is in a class tree, so you can see what we have created, and this lion is in the beach enjoying the Coca-Cola with the hat and sunglasses. Now take a look at our creation. The cat is really truly teaching English in the classroom. Take a look at the students, and this is really wonderful. The quality of the image is what I like the most, and so much more. Okay, So you're free to check around and see the available ones. You can see the demonstration and the teaching, different style of teaching. Okay, and it's truly teaching English in the blackboard. Okay, so you can boost the resolution of this if you're interested, and you can download this also if you're interested for your own content creation, or you can open it in the editor and continue with the editings as well, or you can make a poster out of this or create an Instagram post from this. So that's all our follow-up, or you can just go ahead and say add a heart. These are follow-up questions to this. Okay, add a hat to the cards and make the sunglasses and make the glasses black. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit an enter to this, and let's see whether this is actually going to give us that update. So to tell you how interactive and how friendly, user-friendly this AI tool is, you can see it has added the hat and it made the sunglasses black. Depending on what you're trying to create, go ahead, explore and see how you can use it to your own advantage to create different kind of content. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.